Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Alice and in today's video I want to share with you 3 outfit ideas for when the weather is absolutely miserable like it is today. Perfect timing. I know that we all tend to think that when the weather is so miserable we can either be comfortable or we can be cute, but we can't be both at the same time. And this is an absolute misconception, because if you plan your outfit well, you can actually be cute while still being warm, dry and comfortable. And to show that, I prepared 3 outfits going from really casual, like running errands kind of outfits, office, to very elegant date night dinner events. So just to show you that you can actually be cute and comfy at the same time for any kind of event. Without further rambling, let's get into it. So my first outfit is the most casual, and this is what I would typically wear if I'm working from home, bringing out the dogs, maybe run some errands, but all those kind of activities that basically requires me to be more comfortable than beautiful, basically. So my base layer is my white Uniqlo tee and my Holland Cooper couture trousers. They call them trousers, but they are really leggings and they are equally as comfortable as leggings. And most importantly, because they are in a synthetic material, they are quite water resistant actually. And even if they get wet, they get dry really quickly. So it's very handy when you are in the rain. I would also pair them with a hoodie, of course, warm, comfortable. What's more cozy than a hoodie? And I always go for my polar bear hoodie just because I love it so much. And then on my feet, I decided to try out the visible sock kind of trend. And in all honesty, I'm not entirely sure that these are the best socks for this kind of trends, but they are the absolute best socks that I have at the moment. The only one that actually can be visible. So there you go. And I pair them with my sneakers, again really comfy, but also they are leather, so quite good in terms of rain, and the sole is pretty thick, so they keep me a little bit raised from puddles. We all like that. And then to conclude, I decided to really lean into this sporty vibe of this outfit with an oversized rain jacket. It is not only comfy and practical, but also makes the whole outfit looks like an intentional outfit, I think. This is actually a loan from my husband because I don't have an oversized jacket, but I'm sure he doesn't mind. And to conclude, I would obviously tie my hair, because when you have curly hair, they don't get along with the rain very well. As you can see, they become very frizzy. So I would tie them back and use my lovely cap. I'm very proud of this one because I thrifted it for like €2. I'm so happy about it. Version of the first outfit, and this is what I would typically wear if I'm going to the office, if I'm seeing friends, basically if I'm doing anything that requires me to look like I put an effort even though the weather is bad. And for the base layer, I would still keep my contour trousers for the exact same reason as before, and I would pair it though, instead of with a tee, with a ruffled blouse, because it's a lot more romantic, it's more refined and definitely more appropriate for the office. I would also pair it with a blazer, because the moment in which you put a blazer on, especially when it's a structured one, it immediately looks more refined and immediately looks a lot more intentional than with anything else. For my footwear, I would go for boots, because I honestly think the boots are great for this kind of weather. They look very fancy, they are very comfy, and generally speaking they are appropriate for rain and weather, unless you go for suede. Anything else would normally do the trick. In terms of outerwear, this time I would go for my Barbu rain jacket, because it is way more refined than the previous rain jacket, but it's still a rain jacket, so it's still going to keep you warm and dry. And to conclude, if I really want to go super fancy, I would probably go for my felted hat, but realistically, more often than not, I would just wear the hood of the jacket, because it's just a lot more practical, to be honest. date night, and here I intentionally chose a dress outfit. And that's because I know that most people would think that when the weather is miserable, the most comfortable option are always pants, but this is actually not always true, especially because when you have a shorter dress, then you can very easily pair it with boots, which brings me to the previous point. Boots are a perfect foot choice for this kind of weather. And then when it comes to tights, they do have the same exact effect of the pants that I was describing before. Because they are synthetic, they actually dry very quickly compared to, let's say, a pair of wool pants that is going to get drenched and it's going to take ages to dry. So in reality, you are going to stay warmer and drier for a lot longer with a pair of tights and boots. And finally, especially with a shorter dress or with a shorter skirt, is the same. You can quite easily cover it up with a rain jacket. Even if you don't have an extra long rain jacket, it would still do the trick, which means that the most vulnerable part of your outfit, which in this case is the dress or the jumper, what would normally get soaked wet and stay wet for a very long time, then it's easily covered with a rain jacket and an umbrella, which means that you are going to stay dry. It's a very practical outfit for the rain, and it's very cool, even though you wouldn't typically think so. So for this option, this is a date night option, so I went a little bit fancier. I have a formal dress. I put polka dot tights just because the rest of the outfit is otherwise quite bland, and I think that the polka dots add a lot more of interest. And for the boots, this time I went for boots with heels, because again, it's date night, so you want to look a little bit more refined. And of course, I put on fancier makeup, bigger earring, all things to signal date night without going extra with your outfit. And to conclude, in all honesty, the best jacket choice here would be a trench coat. I think this outfit would look super chic with a trench coat, but I don't have one. So realistically, sometimes we have to do what we have, and in this case I would just use my Barbour jacket. It's probably not the most elegant choice, but it does the job, it works very well, and I still think it looks cute, so it does work. Also keep in mind that this was meant to be a date night, so I went a little bit fancier in this case, but you can recreate the exact same outfit for your daily wear if you go for a dress that is a little bit less formal, and you maybe wear like covering tights instead of sheer polka dot tights and the previous boots. Will do absolutely the exact same job. It's going to look equally as chic, comfortable, but just that a little bit more toned down, that is more appropriate for daily wear. Just to conclude, a couple of thoughts of general rule of how to dress for the weather. And the first rule is to lean into the weather. Always keep in mind that you are going to look elegant and put together regardless of your style, but when you are actually dressing appropriately for the occasion. And in this case means dressing appropriately for the weather. Because if you have a super nice outfit but that is not appropriate for the weather, you're drenched and you're not going to look nice at the end of the day. You're probably going to look much better if you have even just my first super sporty outfit, but that is actually appropriate for the weather, compared to an outfit that is super cute but completely inappropriate. And the second rule is to try and go for darker colors. If you think back, all my outfits are mainly black, and that is not just because I do tend to wear mainly black, especially in autumn winter, but it's also because of practicality. I mean, if the weather is miserable, you likely are going to have rain on you, stains, muck, and so on and so forth. And darker colors are a lot more forgiving compared to lighter color. If you have a stain of mud in your white trousers, there it's going to stay the entire day. And that was it for today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to my channel. I am very close to 1,000 subscribers and I would love to get there soon. So if you're considering subscribing, please do so. I would love that. And if not, anyway, see you the next time. Bye.